Your cat walks into the room, stops in front of you, then slowly stretches while staring directly at your face. It looks ordinary for a second, until you realize cats often do this for a very specific reason. So what are they actually trying to tell you? Let's start with what that stretch really means. Most people assume cats do it because their body feels stiff, but the timing tells a different story. Why do they wait until you walk into the room instead of doing it earlier when nobody is there? That small moment may have far less to do with muscles and far more to do with connection. Number 1, the social greeting. Why do so many cats wait until you enter the room before they stretch? If this were only about stiff muscles, the timing would make far less sense. Many cats stay completely still for several minutes, then suddenly stretch the moment they notice you nearby. That pattern is not random. And animal behavior researchers often describe this as a social signal instead of a physical need. Your cat is not simply waking up their body. They are reacting to your presence. In quiet ways like this, cats often communicate through timing more than sound. The stretch becomes part greeting, part acknowledgement, and part emotional release. What looks ordinary at first can slowly start to feel surprisingly personal. Number 2, exclusive evolution for humans. Wild cats almost never use this behavior the same way domestic cats do. That alone changes how many people see the stretch. Over thousands of years, cats adapted to life around humans instead of surviving completely alone. Some behaviors slowly became designed for social connection rather than survival. Meowing at adult humans is one example. Stretching directly in front of people may be another. Most owners assume cats simply tolerate human attention. Yet many feline signals exist almost entirely because humans became part of their emotional environment. The important detail is not the movement itself. It is the fact that your cat chooses to perform it in front of you. That small decision may carry far more meaning than people realize. Number 3, total trust in a vulnerable moment. Once you understand why cats stretch openly in front of you, many of their quiet behaviors begin to make more sense. A long stretch may look relaxed, but it also places the body in a vulnerable position. The stomach becomes exposed, the muscles loosen, their attention softens for a few seconds. In nature, animals rarely do this carelessly around something they do not trust. That is why the moment matters. Your cat is briefly lowering their guard while staying close to you. Most people notice the movement but overlook the emotional meaning behind it. The stretch is not dramatic or loud. Yet for many cats, it can be one of the clearest signs that they feel safe in your presence. Number 4, the attention trap. Your cat stretches across the doorway, blocks the hallway, then watches you stop walking for a second. It seems accidental until you realize how often it happens in the exact place you cannot ignore. Cats pay close attention to movement patterns inside the home. They learn where you walk, where you pause, and where your attention naturally goes. Stretching directly in your path changes your focus immediately. Most people think the cat is simply being lazy or dramatic, but in many cases, the behavior works because it successfully interrupts your momentum. Your cat does not need to meow loudly or climb onto you. The stretch alone already pulls your eyes toward them. In a quiet way, it becomes a small request for connection without demanding anything at all. Number 5, the signal that slowly disappears. Many people believe cats naturally stop showing affection as they grow older, but sometimes the behavior disappears because the signal stopped receiving a response. Cats learn through emotional patterns more than most owners realize. If a cat stretches near someone again and again without acknowledgement, the behavior may slowly fade over time. In other homes, the issue comes from tension inside the environment itself. Loud sounds, sudden movement, or unpredictable routines can keep a cat physically alert even while resting. A relaxed stretch requires a feeling of safety first. That is why some cats rarely display this behavior at all. The absence of the stretch does not always mean emotional distance. Sometimes it simply means the connection still feels uncertain or incomplete. Most of these moments seem so small that people barely notice them. A quiet stretch in the hallway, a slow movement beside your chair, a pause the moment you walk into the room. But for cats, these behaviors are often part of a deeper emotional language built around trust, comfort, and familiarity. Your cat is not simply reacting to the environment, they are reacting to you. To them, your presence changes the feeling of the space itself. And sometimes, the smallest signals carry the strongest meaning. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden psychology behind your cat's behavior, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more stories about the emotional world of animals.